In a peaceful village nestled between rolling hills and sparkling rivers, there existed a garden unlike any other. This was the Dreaming Garden, a magical place where flowers bloomed only at night, and the stars above danced to a melody known only to those who believed in the power of dreams. The garden was home to many creatures, but none were more special than a little butterfly named Lumi. Lumi was unlike the other butterflies. Her wings shimmered in the moonlight, glowing with hues of blue and silver. But despite her beauty, Lumi lacked one thing that every butterfly needed: belief in herself. She had always admired the great butterflies who soared high above the garden, but Lumi was too afraid to fly beyond the flowers. She doubted her wings and her worth, convinced that she would never be as grand as the others. One quiet evening, as the garden whispered with the wind's lullaby, Lumi made a decision. She would find the courage to fly beyond the garden and discover what lay beyond the hills, even if it meant facing her deepest fears. The beginning of a journey. Lumi fluttered her wings, taking a deep breath as she gazed at the horizon. The moon was full, casting a soft glow over the world. The other butterflies were already soaring, their wings brushing the stars. But Lumi hesitated. "I'm just too small," she whispered to herself. "I'll never be able to fly that high." But then, out of the shadows, a wise owl named Orion appeared. He had seen Lumi's struggle from afar and understood the challenge she faced. "Why do you doubt yourself, young butterfly?" Orion asked, his voice deep and calming. "I'm afraid I'll fall," Lumi confessed. "I don't believe I can fly like the others." Orion looked at her with wise eyes. "Courage isn't the absence of fear, little one. It's the ability to keep moving forward despite it. Believe in your wings, for they are more powerful than you realize." With that, Lumi's heart fluttered. She knew she had to try. Taking a deep breath, she spread her wings wide and soared into the night sky. The friendship of the forest. As Lumi flew higher, she left the garden behind and ventured deep into the forest of whispers. The trees here were ancient, their branches twisted and winding like stories waiting to be told. The forest was full of life, and soon Lumi met a friendly fox named Finn, who was struggling with his own journey. "I've always wanted to explore the world beyond these trees," Finn admitted, "but I'm afraid I won't be able to keep up with the others." Lumi smiled, realizing they shared the same fear. "I understand. But if we work together, we might just find the courage we need." Finn nodded, and together, they ventured deeper into the forest, sharing stories and laughs. As Lumi and Finn grew closer, Lumi's confidence began to blossom. She started to believe that maybe she wasn't alone in her fears. Maybe, just maybe, with friendship and courage, she could go anywhere. The Mountain of Doubts. Their journey soon led them to the Mountain of Doubts, a towering peak where the winds howled like forgotten voices. The mountain was known to test the hearts of travelers, filling them with uncertainty and fear. But Lumi and Finn were determined to continue. As they climbed, Lumi began to doubt herself again. "What if I can't make it to the top?" she thought. "What if I fall? What if I fail?" But Finn, sensing her hesitation, nudged her gently. "Remember, Lumi, the only way to reach the top is to keep climbing, one step at a time." With Finn's encouragement, Lumi pressed on. The mountain seemed less daunting now. Every time the winds howled, Lumi's wings grew stronger. She remembered Orion's words, "Believe in your wings." And with that belief, she flew higher than she ever thought possible, the sky of possibilities. Finally, Lumi and Finn reached the summit of the mountain, where the sky opened up like a canvas of endless possibilities. Lumi gazed in awe at the vast expanse before her. The stars twinkled brightly, as though they were calling her to explore even farther. "You did it!" Finn exclaimed, his eyes sparkling with pride. "You've made it to the top." Lumi smiled, realizing she had already achieved something remarkable. She believed in herself. She had faced her fears, relied on her friends, and found the courage to fly higher than she ever imagined. As the moonlight bathed the sky, Lumi stretched her wings wide and soared into the night, higher and higher, her heart filled with joy and confidence. She had discovered the world was much bigger than she had ever thought, and it was full of possibilities. The return to the Dreaming Garden. Lumi returned to the dreaming garden as the first rays of dawn broke through the night. The flowers had already begun to bloom, and the other butterflies fluttered happily in the sunlight. But Lumi was different now. She no longer doubted her wings or her worth. She landed on a soft petal and smiled. I can do anything if I believe in myself. Her wings glowed brighter than ever before, and the garden seemed to come alive with her newfound light. Lumi had discovered that the greatest adventure was the one of self-belief, and she had just begun. The butterfly's legacy, Lumi's story, became a legend, a tale shared with every new butterfly who fluttered into the dreaming garden. It was a reminder that no matter how small or insignificant one might feel, they have the power within themselves to fly to great heights, face their fears, and embrace the adventure that lies ahead. And so, the dreaming garden bloomed eternally, not just with flowers, but with the belief that anyone can be brave, anyone can dream, and anyone can soar.